work a few hours ago, which is awesome. So I've been up since 6 already. It's about 10:30. But I decided before I get the festivities beginning, I might as well do something productive with my day before I'm completely unproductive, and do a run-through video. I've got a lot of people ask me about a realization, so I figured, what the hell, I must do it on that because it's a really pretty song. Sadly, I can't do the whole thing because I already tried that and my camera ran out of time. So I'm just gonna run through probably like 3 or 4 of my favorite riffs from the song. First and foremost, I drop my bottom string to E on most of my clean stuff. So this is gonna be E, B, E, A, D, G, B, E. If you didn't know that already. First riff I'll start off with is the first riff in the song that it's a pretty basic chord. It's just like a major 7 triad on E, which is a shape I use a lot, that major and minor, which I kind of stole that. I don't want to say I stole it because everyone uses it, but the first guy that really got me into those was Thomas Rack from The Fall of Troy. Anyway, so the first one, I'm doing that. So you're playing E, E, G sharp, D sharp, and then another G sharp as an octave. But then that E, I'm playing an octave down, so you're hitting that chord. And then, so you hit open E, open B, and then on the G string, so the picking pattern is in terms of frets, if you're looking for it, I'm using 12 on the low E, then using 11 on A, 13 on D, 13 on G, and then what I do for the second part of that, bring it down a fourth to B. Same thing. And then when it kicks in that little run, you hit that chord, and then it just runs up an E major arpeggio. So fret-wise, you're going 12 on the E. Now I'm on the normal E on the 6th string, G sharp on 11, right there, and then B. And then you're gonna slide up right there to C sharp, and then up to, again, that little three note chord. It's a minor 7 on this one, but 1, 3, 7, and then back to the first chord. So you got and then rolls down to this little part, which is kind of cool. And this will kind of give you that basis for probably the next riff I'll do, which is the cool tapping parts. What I'm doing there, and it's a G sharp minor 6th. Starting on the 4th fret, using the normal, like where the 6th string would be. The cool part is the tapping. I do a lot of 2 or 3 finger tapping stuff, which I'll do some later in the video as well. But for this one, the easiest way to look at the tapping part is look at a minor pentatonic scale starting on B flat, or the 6th fret. You just really need those 9 notes right there, and then that one. That's really the only extra note that's in there. But see, I hit the minor 6th chord, and then you're gonna tap on the D and G string, 6th fret, slide up to the 8th fret, and then pull off. And then you do this little run. So you're gonna be 9 on the B string, 8 on the G string, pull off, then 7 on the B string, 6 on the G string, pull off. So you got, and then just that little extra slide up. And that last little slide just goes up the 11th fret on the G string. The next riff we'll run through, they kind of lead into each other. first riff. First one starting on G sharp. Now we're going from a minor 6th to a minor 7. But now I'm using pointer finger on the low E string, and these 4th fret on D, G, and B with these 3 fingers, so I can hammer the thing on. And then the tapping part remains the same. For the chord part, it's using that same chord, and then you kind of hammer on that low note a couple times, which you'll see as I do it. And then you're going to slide that up a major or a 4th up here to C sharp. And you're going to keep the same little tappy thing going. And the tapping part, it's pretty easy. Looking at it from a fret standpoint, it's on the same fret, except for the little slide. So it's going to be 16, 16. You're hitting D and B the whole time. 16, 16, 14, 14, and 12, 12. So, and you slide it back up to the 14. So, with the chord going, and slide it up, and then this one slides up. So then you're going to be hitting on the D string, that'd be 18 and 19 on B. That's another one of my personal favorite riffs in the song. One of the other ones I like the most, personally, is the little walking bass line kind of riff I got going. That one, which I'll run through the chords on that because that part's kind of fun. I do a lot of chord, if you couldn't tell, a lot of chordal stuff. And there are certain chords I stick to a lot, especially with the root 4 chords, or chords that are rooted on the D string. You'll see that one a lot. It's probably my favorite. That one and this one are probably my 2 favorites by far, and they're actually the same chord. Just inversions of each other, which if you haven't checked out my inversion video, it'll actually show you those chords as well as a whole bunch of other ones. But anyway, that little walking part, it's all on the top 6 strings until the little bass line thing comes in with that hand. But so the first one is that G sharp minor 6 again, and then you're going to drop, for the next chord, drop the G sharp down to F sharp. Then you're doing just an E major 7 chord, which is a root 4, which fret-wise you'd be looking 2 on the D string, and then 4 for D, or for G, B, and E. I always jump that extra one. Jump up to there, which is just an inversion of a major 7 chord. Is the way I look at it. I mean, I'm sure it's a normal chord, but I just look at it as an inversion. Which fret-wise, starting on the D string, you're on 6, 8, then 5, and 7. So if you look at it, it's kind of like 2 power chords stacked on each other, just kind of staggered. And then that one, which is really similar to the first chord in terms of shape, except instead of it being the top 3 strings are up 2 frets, and then the root, the bottom 3 strings are on the same fret. And then the top string is the only one that's up 2 frets. So you're looking 9, 9, 9, and 11. There you go. Then you're hitting a B there. I'm hitting octaves with my right hand. And then you're going to hammer it on again. But this time with no top string, just straight across on 9. On the G sharp this time. So you got